Now, you're doing a lot of talking. And if you say another word, this motherfucker will go off.
What's up, y'all? What is up? It's your girl, EJ, and welcome back to the recap, y'all. Now, today we're talking about All the Queen's Men, Season 3, Episode 8, and this was the finale, y'all. Now, you already know that I got my good old cup with me. Today, I'm drinking out of the F-Boy cup. This one is dedicated to my boy Amp because he been acting like a F-Boy all freaking season, y'all. So you already know what it is. This episode starts right where the last one left off, and that is going to be with your girl, Madam, y'all. Madam is having a moment. I mean, Madam just got the call from old Fernando, and I'm so sick of his voice, y'all. His voice irritates the hell out of me. So she gets the call from Fernando, and she's screaming, and she grabs this car and she takes off in the people's car, and the people are like, dang, what kind of security is this? And then you got Joey behind them. He's with Blue, and then Blue is kind of having a conversation and he's trying to figure out what's going on. And he's like, well, I got eyes on the father. And clearly you don't have eyes on the father if Fernando was able to make a phone call like this and somehow get access to the nurse's phone. Like, you're not on your job, Joey. But anyway, we're going to talk about Joey in a little while, y'all. So anyway, there's a whole high-speed chase going on. Madam is ducking and dodging and bobbing and weaving with these cops, and Tommy's in the seat screaming, like, Madam, what's going on, Madam? And all of this stuff. So it was just a whole scene. Meanwhile, when they actually get to the home, the nurse is in there, Nurse Ratchet, and she's like, what's going on? What's the problem? What's going on? And Madam didn't even pay attention to her. She just bypassed her altogether and just keep going. And then she gets to where she's going. Her father is there, and her father is okay, y'all. Like, there is absolutely nothing wrong with her father. And we also learned that her father got like all the hammers, all the blickies right there under the bed. And he lets her know, like, look, this right here, this reaction, you cannot have this type of reaction. Now, I do just want to point out, y'all, that your girl Blue was looking Joey all upside the head. At this point, we know that Blue definitely is not feeling Joey. We already knew that Tommy wasn't feeling Joey, but Blue also, you can kind of tell that there's something going on there. But anyway, her father just lets her know that she can't have this type of reaction, that she doesn't need to worry about him, not even him, that she needs to worry about herself, like always putting herself first, and it is what it is for the rest of it. Now, she does tell her father, like, hey, I love you. And he says he loves her too. But at the end of the day, that's not what I taught you. And you got to do what you got to do. So she's going to go on, she wants to keep her father. She wants to keep him safe. But we know that this is her weakness. But at the end of the day, like, if you're going to be in this life, you can't have too many weaknesses. And Madam has to have that disconnect. So there's that. Meanwhile, Detective Davis is on her way home or whatever. She's getting out of her car. And then this homeless man just kind of starts attacking her, I guess you would say, or accosting her. And then he throws a cup at her. And she just like, look, you're about to go down. And so she starts to arrest him. She puts him in a car. And lo and behold, it's Casanova old self. I almost had to bleep that. It's Casanova. And he's telling her, like, look, they almost off me. Like, they almost got me. And she's like, look, if they wanted to get you, you should be gone. And then he's like, yeah, but I got saved. I had a miracle happen. And then that's when he lets her know that he has an informant. And I'm just like, how y'all supposed to be working together? And she don't know about your informant. You supposed to be working under her, right? But then you have an informant working under you. And I ain't even gonna get on this big D. Like, I would have rather him been like a D, like one of the alphabet pals, y'all. I would have rather him been that rather than him to be just a good old fashioned snitch. You know what I'm saying? Baby D, little D, big D, whatever the damn D's is. He out here being a whole snitch, out here snitching in Texas, and now he in Atlanta snitching as well. I'm just saying, like, really, big D, baby D, little D. That's what we gonna do. So, anywho, he doesn't want to tell Detective Davis who this person is. And it's probably a good idea because she definitely done travel to the dark side, y'all. And she ain't coming back. She ain't got a piece of that thing. And she know that it's a lot of money up in there. She trying to get her cash and she trying to get the hell up out of there. She said F all of them. So, there's that. So anyway, y'all, back at the club, they're giving the main dancers a break, and it's time for the amateurs to come out. And I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. I was a little upset that we didn't get our normal little dance or anything like that, because nobody wants to see the amateurs dance. I'm just saying. I said it, okay? So anyway, back in the back, Champ, Rayshawn, and Trouble are back there talking when they should be out here dancing, but instead they back here talking. And then Rayshawn's gonna get a call from Tandy, and she wants to give him the money or whatever. And he like, cool, bring it to me. And she's like, nah, you need to come get it. And I'm like, girl, now goodness damn well, he is already triggered by you and your crazy ass husband. There is no way he gonna step foot into y'all house again. Like, I'm sorry, but this house has been the source of a lot of ish, y'all. Like, it's a lot of stuff that done went down at Tandy's house. You know what I'm saying? Like, just a lot. I'm not even gonna try to sit here and name the stuff that done went down at her house, but she done had some scenes at her house. So he ain't trying to go back over there. And he says just that, and he just like, forget it. But of course, Trouble and Champ, which is so funny because neither one of you even deserve any of the money, but yet somehow Champ has talked his way into 25,000. Trouble has talked her way into a couple of thousand, and I'm just like, really? Like, y'all should give him all the money. Y'all should just be real friends and just help him out and not even try to get no cut of this money, because y'all doing too much. But anywho, they agree to go ahead and do it. But when Champ asked Rayshawn to draw a picture, and Rayshawn is like, I don't have no pen, something about kindergarten. And I'm like, kindergarten? What is you talking about, Rayshawn? What are you doing? And he's talking about crayons. Like, it just was crazy. Rayshawn is a fool, y'all. So then Dime comes back there to get him, and he's talking about Miss Dime. I'm like, Miss Dime? Like, we at school for real. Whoo, bless Rayshawn, little heart, y'all. Bless his heart. Anyway, back to the other dressing room, because it seems like shit goes down in the dressing rooms at Club Eden, y'all. Like, these dressing rooms stay hot. So in the other dressing room, of course, the fellas just finished their dance. And I ain't even gonna lie, your boy Baby D, Big D, Little D was definitely doing his thing with that whole man bun situation. It was cute. It really was. But I'm not past the whole snitching thing, but he was looking cute. So anywho, Amp is gonna bring his trifling self in there. Mr. F Boy himself, he gonna bring his trifling behind in there. And he gonna go straight up to him and ask him some dumb stuff like, does she swallow for you? I had to rewind that a couple of times. I said, did that fool just say, does she swallow for you? Like, why? Why, Amp? Why? Every time I try to get back in, a good space with you, you do some dumb stuff again that just brings me back. I'm just saying, this was stupid. So anyway, they have their little back and forth, and Big D tells him like, look, she like you, you just out here acting a fool, but the only reason why she even giving me the time of day is because she's trying to make you jealous, which is 100% true. I do feel like there's a lot of validity to that, but I also think that she wanted to give him some, it is what it is. I think she really liked him, like Blue said. So, I think it's a 2-part thing to it. So anyway, of course, Doc is not feeling this whole conversation, and then Fuego tries to diffuse it, and then that's when Amp steps to Fuego. And I really feel like if they went into like a fist fight, like a real fist fight, I think Fuego could take him, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think Fuego could take Amp. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he was holding his own with Doc and Babyface. So I think Amp should chill out, because Fuego, like, you're not going to keep talking to me like this. Like, this is not what this is not what we going to do. So anyway, y'all, that was a whole thing. Our boy Tommy, aka Thomas Pfirman, has gotten caught up. He actually got caught. He ran a red light or stop sign or something like that, and so he done got pulled over. Now Madam is gonna show up, and of course she gonna start recording, and she like asking Tommy, are you hurt? Because you look messed up. You look like you hurt. And Tommy keeps saying, I'm fine. And I'm like, bruh, just play along with it. She trying to help you out here. And Madam looking like, I know you not, Ninja. Like, I know you not. But you know how Tommy is. Tommy just Tommy is crazy, y'all. So, of course, Detective Davis is going to hear this over the scanner, and she going to take her trifling behind up there because she trying to find an end. You know, she needs to show Madam that she is definitely on her side. So she going to take this opportunity to try to gain a little trust with her. So when she shows up, because this is a rookie, you know, she's able to manipulate him like, look, I got him, I'll take him, yada, yada, yada. So she does so. Now, of course, she tries to get fly with Madam for like a minute, and y'all know Blue was ready. I was like, dang, Blue, all these police officers, you about to do this? Okay. So anyway, Madam is like, look, she's like, chill. We gonna let her do what she do. We gonna see what she can do, like that. And so they get in the car, they go on, and then we get back to the club, and we're gonna find that Tommy and the detective are right there, y'all. So turns out Detective Davis brought him back to the club and made up some bogus thing about how the police officer didn't read him his rights, and that's how she's gonna spin it. And we all know that he did because Tommy's gonna confirm that, but this is what she's trying to do that show that she's down. And she like telling her like, look, I can help you. Like, I got a lot of information. And at this point, she really do have a lot of information. She got so much information. If she just told a little bit of what she had, like, real talk, like, stuff could go. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm ready for Big D, Baby D to get found out ASAP. But because she trying to get this cash, she gonna play this out, y'all. She gonna drain this out for as long as she possibly can. So with that being said, Madam is gonna give her the money and then let her know, like, look, girl, you need to get you some pleasure. Like, you need to treat yourself, give yourself what you want. And then that's when our boy Doc gonna come in, y'all. Hey, I didn't realize y'all. Doc came in and he had them shorts on. And let's just say that thing was stinking, as Connie said in Zatima. Woo! Yes, it was. So, anywho, let me bring it back. So, anywho, she's gonna run off with him, and then of course, Dumb and Dumber are gonna see Doc walking with her, and they like, dang, did he turn this baby face? And I'm like, why everybody got to turn? Like, why everybody got to flip? Like, come on, baby face, like, chill out. And then Midnight is like, well, if they coming from Madam office, they got it handled. So, you know, that was that. And then we're gonna see them, of course, in the room, and they about to get it on. But why did your girl decide that she was gonna be like asking him questions about did he bring people up here all the time and all this stuff? And then she was like, that ain't gonna work for me. And I'm like, girl, this is not your man. Doc is for the streets. He everybody man, like everybody. I know everybody on our panel, he our man. You know what I'm saying? Like all of us. So get in line. Okay. But anyway, Doc lets her know, like, look, I'm not that dude. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you're looking for, yeah, you ain't gonna find that up in here. And she like, I know. And then they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Detective Davis is enjoying this, y'all. I'm just saying, I ain't mad at her though. So anywho, so anyway, y'all, Dime is getting ready to cash everybody out, or tip everybody out rather. And Trouble, of course, is talking her noise like she always do, asking questions that she don't need to know the answer to, just doing too much, asking where is Casanova, basically. I'm like, girl, don't you think you had enough of these questions? Like, you should just let that be. So anyway, her, Rayshawn, and Champ are going to go outside because, you know, they're planning their big heist. I mean, these three are about to go pull off the robbery of the century, right? And when Trouble pulls out, you know, a hammer, a blicky, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it. When she pulls out the weapon, Rayshawn is like, wait a minute. You know, like, this is not what he do. Like, this ain't his lane. He's never pulled out a weapon. He's never used a weapon before. And then, of course, Champ also has a weapon. Like, I'm like, dude, you is messing with some little petty thugs right here. So I'm gonna need you to get with it because you cannot go up in here without having any type of protection. You know what happened the last time you went up into this craziness, this madness. You ended up with handcuffs and chains on, bent over, taking dildo. Never mind. Let me bring it back. So anyway, y'all, that happens. And then we're going to see Amp is going to come out and he's going to tip Dime out. And this was the first time that Amp was very, very cordial, y'all. I ain't even going to lie to y'all. Amp was like actually pretty decent with Dime. He didn't throw her the money. He didn't, make it rain on her, none of that type of stuff. He just gave her the money, and then she's like, did you get my tires fixed? And he was like, I didn't do it. And I know. Some people do not think that these tires are important, y'all, but I feel like these tires are important. I feel like it is going to bring into the light what Big D has been up to in some way, form, or fashion. I do not feel like Detective Davis is ready to throw all the cards out yet. Because if she tells what she knows, then they're automatically going to know that it was Big D, because they know exactly who supposedly, allegedly offed Casanova. So then the story would be out. So I feel like this part needs to happen first. Plus, I need for Amp to be I need for him to be vindicated, y'all. Like, I know he a F-boy, I get that, and I know he full of crap, but it just feels like he done got so much other stuff on him. Why we gotta let him have this one too? Why can't we just let there be one thing that he didn't actually do and just like everybody know? Because right now, everybody think this fool done slashed these tires, and he actually didn't do it for one. So if not for anything else, can we just get some vindication for my boy Amp? I'm just asking for a favor. That's all I'm saying. Just need that to happen. So, anywho, Doc is going to come out, because, Doc done had himself a night, child, But anyway, Madam is going to talk to him, and he's going to tell her, like, look, she has some information. And Madam just wants to take it slow. She, like, baby steps with this whole situation because she do not trust her whatsoever. So anyway, Fernando, y'all. Oh, Fernando, Mr. High. He's going to call Blue, and he wants Blue to come see him. Like, I'm still at your house. I'm still waiting. I need you to come holler at me. And so Madam is like, yeah, go see him. Now, they, of course, know that this is a setup, and they know that this probably isn't a great idea. But she's like, go see him and bring him back to me. And then she's going to send Tommy with her. But Tommy's like, nah, he don't want to go because, Tommy don't want to leave her with Joey because he don't trust Joey at all. And he don't want to go. But when Madam says go, you do what you do. And of course, you already know how Tommy is. So he get in line and he go do what he have to do. Now, y'all, let's get to the robbery of the century, because now they over here at the Tandys, right? They done made it to the house. Rayshawn went up in there trying to get his coins, trying to get his money. It's sitting right there, just close enough for him to be able to grab it and go. But of course, they got to play games. Of course, Tandy has to keep trying it. Of course, Jack's old, perverted self, they just have to keep trying it. He's like, I'll be gentle. I'm like, right then, he should have got it on sight. As soon as he said he was going to be gentle, Rayshawn should have kicked him in the teeth, y'all. That's what he should have done. But that's not what he did. Anyway, Rayshawn is going to try to retreat, y'all. He like, forget this. And then two big old dudes, half-naked dudes come out like just big old muscles. So Rayshawn is like, dang, he can't go nowhere. But then, his peoples, they come and save him. They come and save him. Not to mention, he pull out that hammer. And when he pull out that hammer, Tandy scream, but Jack is just kind of sitting there and he doesn't even move. Jack is real calm. I ain't even gonna lie. That's when you're dealing with a psychopath, is when the hammer come out and he just sitting there looking like, what we gonna do? So anyway, y'all, with all plans, a hiccup always have to happen, because somebody always got to try to change the plan. Somebody always got to try to call an audible. And in this case, Champ calls an audible because he believes that there is more money there and that there is a safe. So instead of taking the $125,000, he wants to go find the safe because it got to be some more money in here. And I'm like, see, this is the problem. We can't just have a plan, follow the plan, and go. But no, he have to do this. So Trouble, of course, is right there with him. So she roughed Tandy up a little bit, which I was like, yes, get her, Trouble. I don't like you, but you nosy and you irritating. But yes, pop her again. But, I was like my guilty pleasure, seeing Tandy get that ass whooped. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So anyway, they're going to run off and leave Rayshawn there with Jack, y'all. I'm like, y'all don't even know if Jack can take him. Do y'all see how calm this man is? We don't know how strong Rayshawn is. I mean, he was locked up in a whole doggone room, for crying out loud, with chains on him. I digress, y'all. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. the logic just wasn't logicking. Like all y'all thinking about this money, but y'all should have been thinking about taking the money that you had and getting the hell up out of there. Now, I ain't gonna lie, if I'm Rayshawn, I'm leaving they dusty asses there because the other money is still there. I'm taking the $125,000, keeping this blicky pointed at what's his name, and I'm walking my ass the hell up out of there because the big dudes, they already done left because clearly they was just all muscle. They retreated as soon as Rayshawn pulled the hammers out. They was gone, and when Trouble and them came in, they just said, forget it. It ain't worth it. They was gone. So, anywho, Jack gets up all, calm, and he basically dares him to do it. Like, like you ain't got it in you. Like, you're not finna do nothing. And then he takes the weapon from him, y'all. In this moment, I was like, why are we doing this? Like, you just let him take it from you? Like, you ain't gonna do nothing? Do you not remember what he did to you? You just gonna let him take the weapon from you? He put a dildo in a place that it should not have went for you, my guy. Like, forcefully and severely, and did a lot of things to you, and you. So anyway, y'all, I'm probably gonna have to cut that part out. So he does that, and then he turns around and walks away. And when he does that, though, Rayshawn sees that poker, y'all, and I guess he just snapped. And I was happy. I'm like, about time you snap. Like, he snapped, and then he just started hitting him with the poker. And then next thing you know, Jack is on the ground. And to be fair, we don't know if he's gone or not. Like, he could just have a really bad headache when he wakes up, or he could be unalived. I mean, honestly, I really don't know. But it feels like there is another situation that Madam is going to have to fix and take care of. Unfortunately, she has her own issues going on right now, because let's get back to Blue House, y'all. So back over at Blue House, they've made it there. Fernando is not happy that she brought Tommy with her, but he already knew she was going to bring somebody. And, he has his old weak dialogue like he always does. Like, the nerve of him to think that he was about to, take advantage of Blue in some sort of way. Blue would have beat the brakes off of Fernando. I'm just saying. Anyway, Madam decides that she wasn't going to go home. She wasn't going to wait for Tommy and Blue to bring him back. Now, one could say that she was like, I ain't going to let them F this up. I'm about to go do it myself. Or one could say that she just wanted to come and, didn't want to let them have all the fun, as she actually says. I'm just saying. But anywho, she gets there, and then we learn even more things about Madam, y'all. Like, Madam starts talking about, when she was young, when she was about 7, and how she had beat this, like how her dad actually is the one who encouraged this, and how she had beat this girl up. And man, just hearing that story, if you didn't already believe that Madam was a psycho, like that she has some psychopathic tendencies, then you can't help but to know 100% that Madam is crazy as hell. So yeah, but Fernando was gonna find out, So anywho, we learned that Fernando, of course, has Madam's father, allegedly and supposedly, and he has him on his very own guillotine. Hopefully I said that correctly, and nobody has to come for me in the comments about me saying it incorrectly. But he has him on there. You can hear him, moaning or saying something. So it's possibly him. I don't know. Let me know if y'all think that it's him. Let me know if y'all think that it's the daddy. So anyway, Madam is very calm. Like, she do not have that same reaction that she had before. But what would be even more surprising, I guess it wasn't that surprising, but, for the sake of this video, what would be even more surprising is when Fernando tells Joey to take Tommy's gun, and he does it. And I'm like, bruh, we all knew you was on the opposite side. We all knew that you was a op. It's not a secret. Like, you was doing too much. So anyway, that happens, and now he has 2 hammers pulled out, pointing them, right? And I know a lot of people have asked the question, like, why didn't he just shoot? Like, why did he let Madam do the things that she did? Well, there is a very simple reason for that, in my opinion. And this is just my opinion. I believe the reason for that is because they have orders and they have a boss. Their boss told them to bring Madam to them. He wants her on the plane and he wants her to answer to the cartel, to Lotus's father. They do not have the authority to make that kill shot. They cannot do that. So therefore, he can't pull the trigger, because if he do, the trigger gonna get pulled on him when they found out what he did. It's like, to me, that's probably the most simplest explanation that I can come up with for it. So anyway, we're going to see Madam being all calm, and he has that release in his hand and he continues to threaten. And Madam is just like, look, you know, she reaches in her purse and she's like, look, don't, this is just, it's just cigarettes. So she pulls out her cigarette, she starts smoking, but somehow, y'all, Madam managed to pull out a grenade too. I said, dang, she pulled out a whole grenade and stuck it in his mouth. Madam is quick and sneaky, y'all. Like, and the stuff that she manages to put in these purses, I gotta get me some of these purses, seriously, because I mean, Madam's purses are like endless. They just be having stuff in them. So anywho, she puts that grenade in his mouth, and now the heat is really up. And then she pulls out a hatchet, y'all, pulls out the hatchet, cuts off his hand. And once again, Joey can't do anything because now there's a grenade in the building and he still can't, off them. So that's why he can't move. He can't do nothing. He is just as helpless as them. He should have never even gave up his cover at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just was bad timing, in my opinion. But anyway, she cuts off his hand so that the release button doesn't go off. But Fernando, dumb self, spits out the grenade. And so, of course, this causes the grenade to go up and boom, another explosion, y'all. So, there's that. So it is safe to say that more than likely, Fernando is probably out of there. And I, for one, couldn't be happier to see him go. I would sing It's So Hard to Say Goodbye, but it's not. Bye, Fernando. So anyway, y'all, that happens. But the best moment, in my opinion, is the way that your boy Tommy comes through and saves Madam, y'all. Like, he's forgiven in my book for all the other stuff that he did, because he did mess up. Yes, he did. But did y'all see how he grabbed Madam and got her out the way? The way he like bear hugs her and gets her out of the way as this bomb is going off. I'm telling you, Tommy will absolutely die for Madam, point blank and period. And you cannot buy that type of loyalty, y'all, like, ever. So even though he be effing up, that loyalty that he has, man, is like none other. It is unmatched, in my opinion. So anyway, y'all, that's where that episode ends. And that was the season finale. I'm not sure if it's the mid-season finale or if this is just like season finale and then we're going to go into a season 4. But nevertheless, it is gone for now. And I, for one, am sad to see it go. I can't wait until it comes back, to be honest. So I'll be patiently awaiting that. Meanwhile, guys, we need to do some predictions. So go ahead and get your predictions down in the comments, and we will be coming with a prediction video so we can talk about what you think is going to happen on the next season. So anyway, y'all, that's what's up with this episode. Once again, go ahead and get the conversation started down below. If you like this video, guys, make sure to go ahead and like, share, and consider subscribing to your girl channel if you haven't already. Turn on your notifications so that you do not miss out on any of my future All the Queens Men's video. Meanwhile, guys, YouTube says that you might just like this video next, so go ahead and take a look. Until next time, guys, peace.